Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Samsudin and my team members TS Dr. Muhammad Faiz Muhammad Amin, Ms. Sharifah Aisyah Syed Omar, TS Muhammad Sukairi Mat Rasad and Dr. Muhammad Abdul Salam will present my project that involved in Ultusat Scientific Expedition 2018. The title of my presentation is Analysis of Water Stress Index WSI for District surrounding Ultusat Forest Reserve, Kelantan, Malaysia. Here is my team member. I would like to start my presentation with a quote. Thousands have lived without love, not one without water, by Winston Hugh-Auden, the Anglo-American poet. Water is an essential resource and abundant on Earth and vital to all life, especially human in daily life. The river is vital to human, whether for daily life, transportation, electric generation, played an essential role in the economic and social life of people. Water scarcity is a term widely used by the media, can broadly be understood as a lack of access to adequate quantities of water for human and environmental use. Is increasingly being recognized in many countries as a serious and growing concern. In order to measure the water scarcity of an area, water stress index is a method used to define water scarcity in terms of availability of total water resources to the population of a region, measuring water scarcity as the amount of renewable fresh water that is available for each person each year. Ultusat Forest Reserve Complex, situated in between three districts of Machang and Pasir Putih in Kelantan and Jerteh in Terengganu. The size of Ultusat Forest Reserve is about 16,414 hectares. Ultusat Forest Reserve is a part of Central Forest Pine, which is described as a form of forest landscape that is associated in physical form and has certain function across 8 forest complexes in the peninsula of Malaysia, from Johor to the Thai border and beyond the border until areas are protected in southern Thailand. The data is secondary data were obtained from the Department of Drainage and Irrigation (JPS), Statistical Department of Malaysia (DOSM), Malaysia Meteorological Department, and National Hydraulic Research Institute of Malaysia (NAHRIM). The rainfall data for the past 10 years, 2008 until 2018, were used in the present study. Water stress index was derived based on the ratio between water withdrawal and water availability as shown in slide. The value of WSI in range from 0 to 1. The WSI value closest to 1 implying an extreme water stress condition. The value of water stress index were classified into 5 categories, that is low, medium, moderate, high, and extreme high. Rainfall in Kelantan and other states in east coast of Peninsula of Malaysia was influenced by northeast monsoons which occurs from November to March, based on rainfall data from Department of Irrigation and Drainage (JPS). Average rainfall for 10 years 2008 until 2018 in Ultusat Forest Reserve shows raining season in this area start from November to January. Other than these 3 months, the rainfall gauge was moderate from February to October. Total rainfall in Ultusat Forest Reserve for last 10 years are between 2,000 mm to 4,500 mm annually. Ultusat Forest Reserve received plenty of rainfall for last 10 years, with the highest rainfall recorded in 2011 around 4,300 mm. Evaporation is a contrast with rainfall, which means warming atmosphere will cause more evaporation. In Ultusat Forest Reserve, total evaporation in Ultusat was highest in 2015 at 1,872.2 mm, contrast with the rainfall during the same years, which also lowest between 2008 until 2018. Besides that, lower evaporation was recorded during higher rainfall year. The closer water use level to water supply, the more likely stress will occur in natural and human system. WSI in Ultusat is calculated based on data for three districts of Machang, Pasir Putih and Kuala Krai for 2017 and 2018. Data calculation of Pasir Putih district shown a heavy reliance on water from Ultusat Forest Reserve during the dry season. This can be clearly seen from the graph. The water index for March to September was extremely high, ranging from 0.7 to 1. Machang district is moderate, while for Kuala Krai is low. During this dry season, all sources of water, including groundwater, is at stress due to limited natural recharge option, with the future increment of consumption through agriculture, residential, and land opening. The water supply for Pasir Putih district during the dry season is under serious threat. Conclusion. Based on this study, it is proven that Ultusat Forest Reserve Complex is important in producing, maintaining, and preserving water for natural and human consumption. The high WSI was calculated for Pasir Putih district show the heavy reliance of water during the dry season, while for the wet season, Ultusat Forest Reserve Complex acts as a fine line of defense against flooding. The current situation shows that without proper plan and management between stakeholders, the sustainability of this water catchment is at serious threat. I would like to thanks to Kelantan State Forest Department for inviting our group to participate in the Ultusat scientific expedition, and thanks to Faculty of Earth Science and University of Malaysia Kelantan for the support of this research.